The world of British television has lost one of its most cherished icons, Prunella Scales, the beloved actress best known for her unforgettable role as Sybil Fawlty in the 1970s British comedy Fawlty Towers, has died at the age of 93. Her family confirmed to PA Media that she passed away peacefully at her home in London on Monday. In a touching note, they revealed that the day before her death, Scales had spent her time watching the very show that made her an international star, Fawlty Towers. To millions, Prunella Scales was more than just an actress. She was a symbol of sharp wit, resilience, and timeless humor. Her portrayal of Sybil Fawlty, the fiery, no-nonsense wife of the perpetually frustrated hotel manager Basil Fawlty, played by John Cleese, became one of the most iconic performances in television history. The chemistry between Scales and Cleese defined Fawlty Towers, with her piercing "Basil" becoming one of the show's most memorable catchphrases. The sitcom, which ran for only two six-episode series between 1975 and 1979, continues to be celebrated as one of the greatest comedies ever made. Despite its short run, Fawlty Towers achieved a global following, especially in the United States, where it became a cult favorite. Critics praised Scales for her impeccable timing and ability to balance humor with emotional depth, portraying a woman who both loved and scolded her impossible husband in equal measure. Born Prunella Margaret Rumney Illingworth on June 6, 1932 in Sutton Abinger, Surrey, England, she later adopted her mother's maiden name, Scales, as her stage name. From an early age, Prunella displayed a deep passion for performance and storytelling. She trained at the Old Vic Theatre School in London, a breeding ground for some of the greatest British actors, and later honed her craft at the Herbert Berghoff Studio in New York, an institution known for shaping versatile and disciplined performers. Her career spanned nearly 7 decades, during which she built a reputation as one of Britain's most respected character actresses. But before fame found her, her journey was filled with dedication, determination, and a relentless desire to master her craft, traits that would later define her remarkable success both on stage and screen. Prunella Scales' journey to stardom was one of quiet persistence and undeniable talent. After graduating from the Old Vic Theatre School, she quickly immersed herself in stage productions, performing in repertory theaters across the United Kingdom. These early years shaped her into a versatile performer, capable of slipping seamlessly from Shakespearean drama to light-hearted comedy. She had a unique ability to embody her characters so completely that audiences often forgot they were watching an actress at work. Her first significant screen appearances came in the 1950s, as television began to reshape Britain's entertainment landscape. Scales appeared in several BBC productions, steadily building her reputation. By the 1960s, she was already recognized for her crisp delivery, expressive face, and impeccable comedic instincts, qualities that would later make her an icon. In 1963, she married fellow British actor Timothy West, a respected stage and film performer. Their marriage became one of the most enduring in the entertainment industry, lasting over 60 decades. Together, they raised 2 sons, Joe and Samuel. Samuel West would go on to follow in his parents' footsteps, becoming a talented actor and director in his own right. The family's shared devotion to the arts became a cornerstone of their lives. Scales' career flourished during the 1970s, but it was Fawlty Towers that immortalized her name. Her portrayal of Sybil was nothing short of genius, balancing elegance with exasperation, warmth with authority. Audiences adored her quick wit, her sharp sarcasm, and the way she could silence Basil with a single glare. While John Cleese's manic energy drove the show, it was Scales' performance that gave it balance and depth. Despite her success on television, Scales never confined herself to one medium. She continued to act in films such as The Boys from Brazil, 1978, starring alongside Gregory Peck and Laurence Olivier, and later appeared in Wolf, 1994, opposite Jack Nicholson. Her range was extraordinary. She could make people laugh, cry, or think deeply, sometimes within the same performance. In recognition of her contributions to drama, Scales was appointed Commander of the Order of the British Empire, CBE, in 1992, a proud moment that highlighted her influence on British culture. Yet even after decades of success, she remained remarkably humble, often describing acting not as fame, but as a lifelong study of humanity. As Prunella Scales grew older, her artistry deepened rather than faded. While many actors from her generation slowly stepped back from the spotlight, she embraced new creative challenges. In the 1990s, she captivated audiences with roles in Howard's End, where she appeared alongside her son, Samuel West, and continued to grace both stage and television with her unmistakable grace and humor. But perhaps one of the most touching chapters of her later career came through the documentary series Great Canal Journeys, which she co-hosted with her husband, Timothy West. The series, which began in 2014, followed the couple as they explored canals and waterways across the United Kingdom and beyond. It was a gentle, heartfelt portrayal of love, aging, and companionship, offering viewers a glimpse into the real-life relationship behind two of Britain's most beloved actors. During the first episode, Prunella Scales opened up about her condition, revealing that she had been diagnosed with a slight condition, later identified as dementia. Her openness and humor in the face of memory loss deeply moved viewers. She said with a smile, "Well, it can be a nuisance sometimes, but it doesn't stop me remembering how to open a lock gate or make the skipper a cup of tea." That skipper, of course, was Timothy, her lifelong partner both on and off screen. Despite her diagnosis, Scales' spirit remained unbroken. Her husband's care and unwavering devotion became one of the most admired love stories in British entertainment. Timothy often spoke candidly about their life together, acknowledging the challenges of dementia, but also celebrating the laughter and small joys they continued to share. Their son, Samuel, later told the Times newspaper in 2021, "My mother's dementia was an open secret in some parts of the profession. When it became public, we wanted to treat it with honesty and dignity, because even though it affected her memory, it never touched her joy or her love for acting." Together, Prunella and Timothy filmed 10 seasons of Great Canal Journeys over 5 years, bringing comfort to countless viewers who saw in them the beauty of endurance and the tenderness of long love. For many fans, Scales' courage in continuing to appear on screen despite her illness became just as inspiring as her earlier performances. In her final years, Prunella Scales' world grew quieter, but her light never dimmed. Even as dementia gradually took its toll, her wit and gentle warmth remained. Those closest to her often said that while her memory sometimes failed, her laughter never did. She continued to live at home in London, surrounded by her loving family, including her 2 sons, stepdaughter, 7 grandchildren, and 4 great-grandchildren. Her husband, Timothy West, stood by her side through every challenge. Their marriage, which lasted more than 60 years, became an enduring symbol of love, loyalty, and grace under pressure. When Timothy passed away in November 2024, the loss was deeply felt not only by his family, but also by the countless fans who had followed their journey together. It was as though one half of a great story had quietly closed its final chapter. Just a year later, on October 28, 2025, Prunella Scales passed away peacefully at home at the age of 93. In a statement to PA Media, her family shared that she had spent the day before her death watching Fawlty Towers, the very series that defined her legacy. They said, "She died peacefully at home, comfortable, contented, and surrounded by love." Their family added that although dementia forced her retirement from a remarkable acting career of nearly 70 years, she continued to live at home with joy and dignity. They expressed their gratitude to the caregivers who ensured that her final days were filled with comfort and compassion. Prunella's wish to die on the eighth curtain call, as she once told The Times in 2009, was a reflection of her boundless passion for acting, a passion she carried until the end. Her influence on British entertainment remains profound. From the sharp-tongued brilliance of Sybil Fawlty to her deeply human performances in film and theater, Scales brought authenticity and intelligence to every role she played. Generations of actors have cited her as a role model, a woman who proved that true artistry lies not in fame, but in consistency, dedication, and heart. As fans around the world mourn her passing, Prunella Scales' legacy endures, not just through her unforgettable performances, but through the love, humor, and courage she shared with the world. Prunella Scales' story is one of immense talent, enduring love, and graceful resilience. From the laughter of Fawlty Towers to the tender moments on Great Canal journeys, she gave audiences a gift, the ability to find joy even in the face of time's challenges. Though the curtain has finally fallen, her voice still echoes softly in our memories. She once said she wanted to keep working until the day I drop, and in spirit, she truly did. Her performances will live on, timeless, tender, and unforgettable.